What's going on? Leo is popping. It's your girl Lee. We gonna see what we got going on for you for Scorpio season 2025. Make sure you shout out your favorite Scorpios. Show them a little love. Say happy birthday to them. You know they fly just like you. All right. Show your fellow uh, uh, fixed sign some love. All right. And make sure you celebrate where Scorpio is in your chart because over here on this channel, we celebrate all signs because we are all signs. So this is going to be a general read for my Leo placement. No matter where you have Leo in your chart, it's not limited. Okay. If you got Pluto in Leo, okay, some people are still around. They in their what 70s and 80s. Pluto and Leo. All right. You got Pluto in Virgo. Okay. Pluto in Sag. Pluto in Scorpio. Pluto in Libra. That's my generation. Okay. So wherever you got Leo at. Okay. Some people got their North Node and their South Node in Leo. Some people got Chiron in Leo. So just celebrate the Leo placement where whatever you have there natally. If you don't, then cool. All right, but this is how you want to take it. All right, because you want to expand your understanding of things. You got to understand your whole chart fully. So you want to celebrate where every area of your chart, so that you are working on every area of your chart. You can't just work on one part and think that life is going to be grand. You got to look at every area of your life because you, just like every other human being, we have 12 areas in our chart and we got to work on all of them, right? So we want to open our mind a bit and not just focus on the sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, right? You want to work on every area of your chart. So with that being said, my Leo friends, we're going to pull some cards, see what we got going on for you. I hope everybody's doing all right. It's a beautiful Friday morning. It is Halloween. Be careful out there, especially with Leo with children, because Leo represents the children. Be careful. If your kids are dressing up, if you on a spiritual level and you on a journey, this is going to make sense to you. If you not, it's not. First of all, don't send your kids trick-or-treating. That's number one. That's if you on a spiritual journey. Now, I know it's hard because of peer pressure and things like that, but that's on you. Me, I wouldn't send my trick-or-treating. And if they did go trick-or-treating, they would go to a party, not door to door. And the costume would not be anything nasty or hateful or mean or anything like that because the veil is thinnest around Halloween, and you can embody the energy of the uniform or the costume that you dress up as. Spiritually, you can tap into that energy by what you're wearing. So you got to be careful. Those who understand the science of what you wear, your colors, things like that, you will understand that as well. But just be careful out here, okay? I wouldn't get high or drunk. You know what I'm saying? If you normally do that, I would not do that on Halloween. Again, the veil is thinnest, and when you are high and drunk, your vibration is lowered naturally, and it makes you more susceptible to the negative energies that are out here. And because the veil is lowest, there's going to be a lot of energy, negative energy out here, okay? That's for those who are interested. If you're not, just disregard everything I said. All right, disregard everything I said with the Hermit energy in reverse. Disregard knowledge, wisdom, disregard it if it ain't for you. Live your life. It's yours. It's yours. All right, Six of Wands. I don't know why I felt the need to say that to you, Leo, but because it's kids and Halloween. Okay, Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so some people. Okay, Five of Swords reverse, and then the Five of Coins reverse. Okay, so first of all, everything is reversed except for the Six of Wands. Okay, that's your energy. So I like that. Okay, so I feel like this is beneficial. Now, with the Hermit energy in reverse, um, yeah, you can see the cards. Okay, cool. So with this Hermit energy in reverse, this is Virgoian energy. I don't think there's any planets in Virgo right now. But the ruler of Virgo is Mercury, and I believe Mercury is in Scorpio, and if it's not, it's headed over to Sagittarius, if it hasn't already gone to Sagittarius by now. Um, so I'm just okay. I don't know if somebody's trying to. Somebody may have a plan. Their plan may be to come to your house. You know, be careful of any trick or treaters. You opening the door for somebody. Somebody could be fronting like they a trick or treater, but they take off that mask. You know who it is. I'm getting that type of energy for somebody. Somebody needs to hear that. But I feel like the thing is there's an issue here with you being looked at as someone who people are rooting for, that people respect, that people admire. There's a challenge here in reference to that. Somebody may want to make you look like you don't know what you're doing with the hermit energy in reverse. Somebody may try to make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Somebody may not be able to find where you are. Could be somebody looking for you too. I just feel like somebody's looking for you and they don't know where you are. They can't find you. They can't find your house, or maybe they knew where you lived at, but they don't know where you live now. Somebody, I feel like they may have hired someone to look to see where you are, okay, to find you or to look for you, and for whatever reason they cannot find you, okay. Um, no matter what, uh, is being done, somebody is not able to go back to where they were or go back to a situation like it's done, it's finished, it's over. You can't change what has already been done. What's already been done is done. I feel like it's been revealed that, or somebody maybe have tried to. I feel like somebody's tried to maybe frame somebody for something or try to make somebody look bad while somebody was behind the scenes doing some bullshit to try to make you look bad, Leo. Or I don't know, maybe you were trying to do this to someone, take it how it resonates, but someone was behind the scenes trying to make someone look bad or trying to make someone look better than somebody else. Like I get an energy of competition because we got fives here, two fives here, okay, in reverse. So whatever that this challenge or this struggle was, I don't feel like it's working. It could also be something going on with someone's health as well, okay. Um, because you got the hermit energy, the Virgo energy deals with health, and then you have the five of pentacle energy in reverse. So this could be about somebody recovering, trying to recover. All right. Somebody is selfish. They don't care about what somebody else wants or what someone else doesn't want. This is somebody who has a lack of respect for others. Okay. This could also just be somebody who doubts themselves. Okay. Somebody may feel like they're not good enough. All right. I don't know who that is, but let's get some clarity out here. Okay. Yeah, conflict with the hermit energy in reverse. So, this is somebody who could be wanting to be left alone. This is somebody who don't want to be found, okay? You may not want to be found by this person. This person could be looking for you because maybe you could do something for them or you benefited them or can benefit them in some way, shape, or form. You could be somebody who is um, well known and revered in whatever genre or whatever industry, or it could just be in your neighborhood, right? But you are somebody who's looked upon or looked highly upon. And I feel like there could be conflicting information in reference to you and who you are and what you do and where you're located, okay, and what you got going on. So there could be somebody protesting with the Six of Wands. They could be protesting your reputation. I don't know, Leo. I don't know if there's somebody who's trying to say that you are not who you are, or they're conflicted in in what you may have done, the way you look at things. Like somebody may be saying that you are not um, looking at things the way you should, or you're very critical or over analytical. Okay, maybe somebody is saying that you're not perfect, or maybe you're, I don't know if you're trying to come off as perfect and projecting onto others. Somebody could be projecting onto you. That's what I'm getting here. But what's going on behind the scenes is somebody's not happy with themselves. So somebody could be trying to switch. You know what a lot of people do? Um, a lot of people will try to like, say you're being congratulated in some way, shape, or form. You're receiving some type of honor, some type of certificate or award for what you've done. Somebody may try to take that away from you, or try to, well, they're not all that because da 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 da, or they're not the ones, they're not perfect because they da 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 da. It's like somebody's trying to, um, it's like they think that someone has the wool over their eyes when they're congratulating you or looking good, looking positive on you, and somebody's trying to negate that in some way, shape, or form. It's because they're not happy with themselves, they're not happy with what they got going on, so they don't want somebody to be happy about you. It's like they ain't all of that. It's like a jealousy I'm getting here. Competition and jealousy, yeah, hesitation. Like somebody's really trying to figure out, why this person is saying what they're saying, or why this person is behaving the way they're behaving when it comes to you. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. Now there could be someone who works with children, a doctor who works with children. Okay, there could be someone who has some type of wisdom that is unconventional, and people are conflicted by it. They're conflicted by it because of the fact that uh, you are somebody who could be like I said, well renowned, and this is somebody who doesn't believe in what you're saying or what you're doing, so they're going to contest it in some sort of way. But the thing is that resistance is futile with the Five of Swords reverse. Resistance is futile. It is what it is, right? So somebody could be contesting, like if there was some type of peer-reviewed journal about some type of medical. Peer-reviewed journals are like scholarly journals. For those who are not aware, these are journals that are or documents that are drawn up by scientists, those who actually perform experiments. Or test drugs or things like that, and then they tell you, based on our findings, based on our testings, this is what we did, this is what we combined, this is what, these are the equations that we came up with, and this is what our results were. Peer-reviewed journals. So when you're looking for fact-based information, you're going to look for peer-reviewed journals, right? This is in the medical industry as well as health industry, medical health industry, things like that. So they could be somebody who is debating somebody's theory about what it is that they said or did. You could be the one that said or did it. It could be in reference to health. Okay, my throat is acting up now all of a sudden. Yeah, somebody don't want this out. Um, but yeah, it's like you can't dispute it. You don't have the facts. The swords represent facts, um, documentation, actual truth, logic. So there is no truth and logic behind what is being said with the Five of Swords in reverse. So it's pointless. So somebody's argument is just pointless. It's just petty shit. So somebody could have got fired, or could have been reprimanded, or could have been, put, how they'll tell someone you can't practice until after the decision is made. Okay, because there could have been something controversial going on. I'm getting that, Leo. Yeah. See, people whispering about what's going on, and the fact that whatever somebody was trying to say is not the case. Now with the Five of Pentacles here, this is somebody being able to recover from the situation. I feel like somebody's reputation was ruined in some way, shape, or form, or someone tried to ruin it. But what's being found out is that this person was lying. All right. Hopefully it wasn't you doing this to somebody, Leo. But if somebody was lying on you, the truth is going to reveal itself. Don't even trip. I mean, it's easier said than done not to trip, but it's going to reveal itself. It's going to come out. And it may come out this Scorpio season. Yeah, and somebody's stressed out about it. Yep, they stressed out about it. I'm telling you. 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 Now this person is trying to figure out behind the scenes what to do. Okay, what to do and what not to do. Like somebody wasn't thinking. Like I get an energy of somebody telling somebody something about somebody, right? It's like, yo, she got blah 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 blah, or he's la 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 woo woo woo, and then the people believing it, right? And so now it's like there's evidence that negates what this person has said about you, or about said group, or about, what have you. So now this is coming back on this person, and and people are questioning them. They're looking at them like, why would they say something like that about their own people, or their own organization, or their own colleague, or somebody like that? Okay, why would they do that? Why would they say that? Right? That type of thing. I'm also getting somebody not knowing if they want to go to a haunted house. On another note, okay? Somebody's debating on if they want to go to a haunted house, if they want their child to go to a haunted house, something like that. That just came in. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. But yeah, somebody is getting caught up in their lies about what they said or about the actions that somebody took. Okay. And it doesn't make any sense with the five of pentacle energy and reversing stress. So somebody's stressing over something that doesn't make any sense because there's no facts, there's no proof, there's no logic. It's just rumors and allegations, um, that type of thing. And if this is about a scientist, this could be an award, like a Nobel Peace Prize or some type of award for somebody trying to negate that and not allow this person to receive or be the recipient of the reward. But I feel like after and further investigation, there was nothing that could be found to negate it. Yeah, double energy in reverse. So this could be a colleague, okay? With this devil energy in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to keep someone, looking a certain way or being a certain. This could also be about health as well. Um, but this could be some spiritual shit too with the hermit energy in reverse and the devil energy in reverse. This could be somebody conflicted. Like, say there was some type of on a spiritual level, there could have been some type of spell work that was being thrown at you, or someone was, saying you were throwing it at them. And then after further investigation, people find out what the truth is. Okay, tell me about this protest with the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse. Exactly. This is like I just said. Somebody telling somebody some shit and somebody just believing it. When people tell you something about somebody and they just believe it, just, oh, listen, yo, she sleeps around. And you don't have no proof of that. You don't know nobody she slept with. This is what dudes do a lot. And I don't even, I understand why though. It took me a while to understand it, but once I started understanding male nature and male psychology, it makes sense. But what a lot of dudes will do is they'll tell, if they want to keep you away from a woman, they'll tell you that that woman is a hoe. Yo, my man slept with her. Well, yeah, such and such and such and such was fucking with her. Or da da da. Yo, I heard she da 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 da. So they'll say this about this woman, and then the one who is interested in her will listen to this person and believe it without any facts, without any proof or anything. And this woman could have been someone who was designed especially for this man. But because this man is so worried about impressing his friends and worried about what his friends think, because a lot of men pick women based on what they homeboys like and what they homeboys don't like, which is crazy to me. But that's male logic a lot of times. And because men look for respect from men, they don't look for respect from women. They look for respect from men. Um, and so as a result, they're trying to impress their friends. And if their friends say a girl is a hoe or a woman is a slut or she ain't right, a lot of men who don't have they don't have their own self-esteem, self-worth, they'll go against their own self-esteem, their own beliefs, their self-worth, because they don't want their friends talking shit about them. And I feel like this is what this is. But later this person is finding out, yo, this dude was lying to me because he just didn't want me to be happy. He was just jealous because I got a winner. Because I got a winner chicken dinner. He mad because I got somebody who was fly. So what he wanted to do was lie about it. So it's something like that. So somebody's lying about something because they don't want you to have something or be victorious with something that they really want or they covet. You know what I'm saying? Trying to deter you from it. And for whatever reason, they think that you gullible enough to believe it. That's what they think. But if you were, now you're seeing things differently. Now you're seeing, oh, they was talking about her saying, oh, that group over there or that organization was saying they don't want me around her, or she's a bad person. And in reality, they're the ones who are evil. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, magician in reverse. I can't tell you now that. So for some of y'all, this is people lying on people. That's a form of spell work. Okay, lying, manipulation, trying to make somebody believe something that's really not true. This is somebody who's easily manipulated with the magician energy in reverse and hesitation. But this is somebody who's thinking about what went on. Like, wait a minute now. Why would this person do that? Why would this person lie on this person? Because they're a hater. with that one four of wands energy in reverse and the magician. This is somebody who hates, and it could be their own family that they're doing this to with that four of wand energy. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, the secret is that somebody wants to make peace now, okay? Or somebody realizes that this is wisdom here. Somebody learning from their experience. It's like, okay, I learned the lesson. I learned not to believe everything somebody tell me. I learned moving forward that if somebody tells me something about somebody, I might keep it in the back of my head just to confirm if I see any evidence that relates to that. But I'm going to also take my time to get to know this person. And then on top of that, the crazy part is if someone's telling you something bad about this person, they could do this person even know them? Have they ever even spoken to them? Right? Like, some people just don't use common sense. They don't use common sense. It's like, how is this man gonna tell you something about this woman and he ain't never spoke to her ever a day in his life? Ain't never had no conversation with her, nothing, but he gonna tell you something personal and private like that about her, and then you gonna believe it. So this person is looking at you as naive, you're gullible, you're easily to, or this person is trying to control and manipulate you. They're trying to control and manipulate you with the devil energy in reverse and the magician in reverse. Okay, this is somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, but I feel like for whatever reason here, there's divine intervention here. Okay, or something comes about that snaps you out of this, because there's some spell work here going on. There's some manipulation going on here. So somebody did some bullshit to somebody, and it's coming out that they did it, or it's they're finding out that the shit didn't work. It may have worked for a little while, but it you know, sometimes spell work don't last for long. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna have to keep doing it over and over again for it to work. And then if the person that they're doing it to is constantly elevating, it's not gonna be as potent, even though they keep doing it over and over again. So people wonder why shit don't last or why shit don't work on certain people. Is because those people are connected on a higher level, on a higher frequency. And those are the only people who are not susceptible to spell work. And if they are, it's temporary and it might be minor. You know what I'm saying? So the higher you connect with your frequency and your higher self, the safer you are from any type of manipulation or spell work that people could throw at you. And that's just facts. So we have the king of cup energy here. So this is somebody who, yeah, this is this is somebody who's upset because people still love this person. People still appreciate this person. And there's nothing that nobody could do about it. It ain't nothing they could do about it. We got three major arcana here, okay, in reference to somebody, and they're in reverse. Well, the two are in reverse. The one that's positive is in the upright. So all the spell work, all the toxic negative energy that this person tried to throw at you, or I don't know, whoever was doing it, it's not working. See, Scorpio season reveals the toxic shit people was doing on the low. Scorpio season is all about people's secrets being revealed. The shitty shit they was doing on the low is coming to the it's like cream rising to the top. Now everybody's able to see what the fuck's going on, right? Because when you think of Scorpio, you think of fixed water. Well, that fixed water, whatever is in there is just stuck, right? But what happens, like, if you take a cup of water and you put it in a corner in your house, right? And you go back and look at it 3 days later, all of the residue and whatever is in your home is going to be at the top of the water, right? And that fixed water is going to it's going to just attract whatever is negative and bring it there. So that's like how Scorpio energy is. When you walk into a room as someone who has a lot of Scorpio placement, the negative energy or the negative people in the room, they're going to be attracted to you, whether they want to or not. They're going to be attracted to you in a positive way or in a negative way, meaning they ain't going to like you. This is why people will like you automatically when they meet you, or they won't. Because if you got Scorpio energy, you got that fixed water energy where you just attract what is the problem. You are in the room, you bring out whatever the problem is, and you just not doing but being there. But whatever negative energy is going on, it's going to be either directed at you, or because you're in the room, it's going to reveal itself to others. And that's just facts, okay? That's something a lot of people don't understand, but I try to explain it the best way I could. Let me talk about this magician in it, because this is what's hidden from you. So I feel like somebody's hiding something as well, okay? With the magician energy, they're hiding that. Yes, Eight of Swords in reverse. This is what's going to be revealed. Period. It's no longer a mystery that somebody was lying. Okay, somebody's thinking about this now. Okay, because this is the only air energy here. Somebody's thinking about, besides this. Well, the swords are here too. So now somebody's thinking about this. Now somebody's trying to figure out, why would this person do this? Because they're not happy within. This is somebody who's miserable with the Four of Wands and the Jam reverse. They're miserable and they want other people to be miserable with them. Like, this shit is bananas. Bananas. Yeah, Seven of Pentacle energy here. So this could be somebody who is trying to mess with someone's finances. Okay, but this is somebody who, like I said, over time with the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil energy in reverse, whatever they threw out there, it shit is going to be, brought to the surface, and people are going to look at this person as if they're not real. They don't think properly. They did some evil shit. Okay, some evil shit for money. This is somebody who could have tried to block somebody's money. Somebody could have been sitting around, been doing this shit for months. Okay, or years. Okay, Pentacles can represent years and months, physical time. All right, tell me about this temperance energy here, with the grace of God stepping in. See, somebody is on their highest frequency. Somebody is talking about somebody's beliefs, somebody's religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, and so this is why whatever spell work they was throwing, it don't work. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Somebody was definitely trying to throw some shit at somebody. Yeah, here go the Hangman energy in reverse. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna work, and somebody don't understand how. It's like this person is not gonna get stuck. The Hangman upright. This is somebody who was trying to see things from a different perspective, or trying to look at things from a different point of view, or someone who has patience, things like that. This situation here is like, this is somebody who betrayed you. Okay, and you may forgive them, or this person may want forgiveness now. You know what I'm saying? Only because they got caught, not because of anything. Not because they're sincere. Like, I don't see any energy of repentance or anything like that, unless this is this King of Cup here, and now somebody's like, oh, if we can't beat them, we might as well join them, type of energy. That's the only thing I could think of. This is why this person may want to come back around. Like I said, for some of y'all, this family. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on, Leo. Yeah, somebody's dirty deeds are, yeah, defeated. Yeah, see, somebody's dirty deeds are coming. They realize they can't defeat this person. They can't. No matter what kind of dark shit they do. Somebody could be arguing with the practitioner. You said this shit will work, and it ain't working. Okay, it's not, because you're dealing with somebody who walks with God. Okay, that's the only way to negate this spell work that people be throwing. Apathy. Yeah, this is someone who gives no f's about you. They defeated. They mad. Okay, they didn't think about what would happen if it. I feel like something's being reversed as well, and it's coming back to bite them in the ass. And this is why they're frustrated and stressed. Okay, with that stress and that Five of Pentacles, this is something that's being returned back to the sender, and they're angry about it and frustrated about it. Right. This is why you shouldn't be doing spell work. I mean, I don't understand why you ain't doing. If you're doing anything, it should be to protect yourself, to protect your family, your people you love. You understand? Um, but it really should just be to protect you. You know what I'm saying? You should be doing spell work to protect somebody else unless you get their permission to. But you should just be doing stuff to take care of yourself, your health, your wealth, your emotional stability, your physical stability, your security. That's it. That's the only thing you should be doing spell work to do. You shouldn't be doing it on other people. And then people don't understand what they're doing, and they watch shit on YouTube, and they, oh, I want to do that. I'm gonna make this person fall in love with me, or I'm gonna make this person mad that they ever, and then they get caught up. And then they be trying to do shit to try to cloak themselves, like the universe is stupid. I'm gonna cloak myself and then I'm gonna do magic so it won't come back to me, because if I'm cloaked, then it won't know who to go back to. Like, the universe ain't stupid. Like, that shit is gonna come back to you, my boo. And if it don't come back to you, it's gonna come back to something closest to you. This is why family members be getting, having problems. And people dumb. They don't understand. It's just that, some people just don't get it. And they never gonna get it. They just gonna keep doing it till they get shut down. I let them do it. Yeah, codependent. There's somebody who codependent on your energy, mad because you don't want to be around them no more, mad because you doing your own thing, or they just jealous and they want people to want them. Like, oh my God. It's so disgusting, some people, I tell you. The lack of self esteem people have and the shit that they will do to bring others down and opposed to energy on themselves. They must know that they so fucked up, probably just be less work to shit on somebody else than to sit down and fix their own selves. Like, it's pathetic, but that's just the way some people are. All right, forgiveness. What I tell you, now they want you. Now they want your forgiveness because shit has come back to bite them in the ass, or people done found out about what they was doing. That's the only reason they want forgiveness. Yeah, somebody wants peace now. They want to come to you and they want peace. Or somebody is gonna pretend that that's what they want, but in reality, they trying to betray you. It's like they can't get you from a distance. So now the only thing they could do is try to get close to you again so they could try to continue doing the bullshit. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to come and apologize to you to get back in your energy. Don't allow these people. If you cut a person off for good reason and good, no matter who they are, let them stay where they at. I mean, you could talk to them from a distance if you want to, but don't let them back in where they used to be so they could finish the job. Most people don't realize that a lot of people come back around to you. It ain't because they miss you and they realize how good a person you was. You and your damn ego. You need to stop it. What really is going on is that they ain't get to finish fucking you up. Okay? And they need to finish doing that. They was on a mission and you stopped that. Okay? You stopped speaking to them because they was on a mission to get you. Okay? But you stopped speaking to them. You stopped dealing with them so they wasn't able to finish the job, or this is why they're doing it because you stopped speaking to them because they was codependent on your energy. Yep, this was a fated partnership. You was meant to learn a lesson about this person, so definitely don't take them back. Or if you do, you gonna learn. Okay, you gonna learn today. You're being warned. Integrity. Yeah, because this person is not morally apt. They're not morally fit. Okay, this is somebody who is not right. Okay, this could be somebody who has demonic entities attached to them. The demonic entities could be talking to them. Okay, look at this right here. This is somebody who's conflicted, demonically conflicted. Okay, they're not going to the right path. They're going to the wrong path. Okay, the wrong side of things. So this is somebody who's been, acting like this for a minute now. Okay, and you ain't nothing you can do about that. You may have found out that this person ain't right, and you stepped away from them as you should, because they not right. Some people vibrate so low that these negative spirits that ain't went where they supposed to go yet, that's still around, which is especially today. Okay, Halloween, when the spirit leaves the body, it's supposed to go to another realm. If it don't go to another realm for a plethora of reasons, and I'm not going to get all into that, but if it don't go to another realm, it stays stuck on this physical plane, but it don't have a body. So the spirit, in order for it to carry out what it wants to carry out and live its life and do what it wants to do, I mean, the spirit may just want to eat ice cream, but it's got to be into a physical body in order to do it. So if it finds a vessel that's vibrating really low, somebody who has low self-esteem, somebody who eats, drinks a lot, smokes a lot, does fucked up shit, they're vibrating low. So the spirit can access that body, do its dirt, and then get out of the body, or stay in the body depending on how low it vibrates. You got some people who do shit and then you ask them, yo, why you do? I don't even know why I did that. Yeah, that's because you was vibrating low. You don't even, you don't have no critical thinking skills to stop and think about why you do the shit you do. You just do it, and then later on you look, and this is somebody who looks at the shit they do later on and wants forgiveness and don't understand why they fucking toxic, because they don't use critical thinking skills. And for some of y'all, like I said, with this integrity, this is somebody who you could be related to. Okay, because we're dealing with moral and ethics and integrity. Okay, integrity is what you do when ain't nobody around. That's what integrity is. Okay, your morals are your rules. This is why I do what I do. This is my moral. All right, the ethics behind it is the reasoning behind it. I move this way because I have this experience, or I know that this is not right. That's the ethics behind it. And then integrity is what you do with those morals and ethics when ain't nobody around, when ain't nobody looking. You know what I'm saying? So This is something that was going on behind the scenes on some sneak shit. You understand? So let me see what else we got. Drowning. Yeah. See, now this person is drowning in their aggravation and their frustration and their the bullshit that they was in. Whatever they was doing. Over your head, overextended, rock bottom. This is how this person wanted you to feel. For some of you, maybe they did some shit and that's how it was, but it didn't last and it's being returned to center for some of senders of some of y'all. All right. So yeah, look at I told you, some of y'all cut ties with an individual, burnt bridges, because this person was on some demonic shit towards you. Or maybe you had a demon within you and you elevated out of that energy and you may have done some things when you was in that demon energy that you have to be held accountable for now. That happens too. People get themselves away from that demonic energy that was fucking with them, and then unfortunately there's some things you have to deal with as a result of you vibrating high. It could be anything. You could have been on some in some demonic energy and you could have been in a fucked up relationship for years, and then you finally snap out of it and you step away from that relationship, and now you got to deal with post traumatic stress disorder, or now you got to get therapy because of the abuse that you allowed yourself to be subjected to when you was in that demonic energy in a fucked up relationship. It could be it could be also you ran with a gang and you did some fucked up shit to people, and now you realize what you was doing was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You realize what you was doing was wrong, and you was on the wrong side of the path. And so now you got to do whatever it is you got to do to repent. Okay? And this is why a lot of people have a hard time being good after they've been bad, because you still got to deal with the penalties of when you was doing fuck shit. It's still gonna you still gonna and that's what keeps people from being on the straight and narrow a lot of times once they try to clean themselves up. So it's hard to clean yourself up once you be in that shit, but you can do it. It causes a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of aggravation, okay, a lot of worry, because it's like now you got to be held accountable for the shit you did do. And a lot of times people be doing dirt and don't ever get held accountable until they try to change their life. That happens a lot of times too. It's interesting the way things work. Let's see what else we got and we wrap up. Addict. So somebody could have been addicted to a particular type of behavior, whatever they was doing, whatever they wanted, however they was feeling. Addiction don't necessarily have to be drugs, but it could very well be. And again, somebody kicking drugs. They could have been on drugs for years, and now all of a sudden they kick it, and now they're trying to do better, but they got to deal with the health ailments that came from the drug abuse that they was in, for the period of time they was in it. Wallflower. This is somebody who knows what's going on and don't do shit about it. Like, these are the worst type of people. I'm getting from this, I'm getting that there was somebody who knew what this person was doing and just sat back and watched them. Now, you can't control what somebody do, or you can't tell somebody what to do. But if you're a friend or family of someone and you see someone involved in something that's not healthy for them, you know, morally and ethically with the integrity energy, you would want to say something to them. But some don't. They just allow their people to go ahead and just run down the path of hell and don't say shit. And there's a saying, I guess, I forget the saying, but it's like basically the worst type of person. It's like it's not the person who's doing the dirt to the other person that's bad. What's bad is that there's somebody watching and they don't say shit. That's what's fucked up. We have a crush energy here that's coming out as well. So for some of you, this is somebody you may have been attracted to, or someone who's attracted to you. Or the crush energy to me, I'm just getting jealousy. There could be a woman who's jealous of a man, or a man who's jealous of a woman and is mad because this person maybe is not interested in them, or they got a lot of suitors, or this person is not going to settle down with them. There's other options. But then this also takes me back to the original situation here where I was telling you about a guy who was interested in a woman, and once his friends or his people found out who she was, they saw the value in her, and like, who did he think he is that he could pull her? So they lied to him about her so that the energy is destroyed between them two, you know? And so the bridge is faded, the bridge is burned. And so this was a lesson for this person. This person sat back and let these people talk bad about this person and didn't do anything about it. But in reality, now they mad and they thinking about this person and they want to be with them. But they can't now because they destroyed it because they let other people influence them. So this was an interesting reading, Leo. This is what I got for you. I wish you guys the best, and I will see you in the next reading. Deuces.